suddenly the wild Baldo appears, again! Still haven't evolved some hair though. So what does that make me, a Bulbasaur? So right now, if you have a phone, there's a very good chance that you have Pokemon Go installed on it right now. Since its release, it's become one of the most successful app games ever and is played by an estimated 9.5 million players daily, which is just nuts. But when that many people are involved in a game that requires you to move while staring at your phone, safety becomes a very real concern. In fact, these concerns have actually led to Niantic, the company behind the game, to issue in-game safety warnings, but as you're about to find out, those don't always work. A lot of players have been ignoring the basic safety while playing the game and have either gotten hurt, robbed, or worse, actually died. So if you or someone you know plays Pokemon Go, you're going to want to watch this so that you can avoid these pitfalls. So here they are. 10 terrible accidents caused by Pokemon Go. Number 1 is falling off a cliff. Oh my god, a Snorlax! What? If you're going to play this game, don't play it near a cliff. I know that kind of common sense, but for some people, they just care how many rare monsters are nearby, not what the risk of dying is. Well, on August 13th, 2 guys learned this the hard way. 2 men in their early 20s were playing the game along some cliffs in San Diego, California, when both of them walked right off the edge of a cliff. The first fell over 27 meters, while the second fell over 15 meters. My legs are broken, but at least I caught them. Apparently, they both ignored fences and warning signs about the potential falling danger. But what's most unbelievable and good about this story is that they were somehow discovered and taken to a hospital and both survived. Just because you follow a legendary bird off a cliff don't mean it's gonna catch you. Number 2 is getting mugged. Oh my god, I almost got him. And my wallet's gone. For those of you that aren't familiar with the game, in the world of Pokemon, there's a team called Rocket that's an evil group bent on stealing Pokemon and hurting others. Well, one group of players decided that it would be a good idea to form a real-life Team Rocket and began actually mugging people. Yo guys, they don't have any rare Japanese monsters on them. They have money and pictures of their kids. Just 3 days after this game was released in July of this year, a group of teens ranging from 16 to 18 were suspected to be behind up to 11 robberies, including one call to police in O'Fallon, Missouri, that is just gonna make you very sad. The call was about the group of teens who were found hiding out at a Pokestop who would literally rob anyone at gunpoint that walked by to take advantage of it. Yo, you want that Charizard beside me? You best keep walking, sucker. This is my Pokestop. Ain't no gangster like a digital gangster. Number 3 is getting lost in a cave. Hoping to find some rare Pokemon in the darkness of underground tunnels, a group of 4 teenagers wandered into some caves in Wiltshire, England. But instead of finding a legendary bird, these teens found regret. The cave, as it turns out, was a huge maze filled with twists and turns in intricate passageways. You know, like a cave. They ended up searching for an exit for hours upon hours until finally one of them found an open air part of the rock and managed to get a cell phone signal to call for help. It took 3 firefighter crews joining forces with mine rescue experts in order to save them. Hello? Hello? Hi. Yeah, stuck in a cave? Yeah, stuck in a cave. Yep, another one. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Charizard. Yeah, almost, didn't get him. Number 4 is a car accident. Yo, seriously? Don't do this while you're driving. Stephen Carey, a 28-year-old former Marine from Auburn, New York, was playing Pokemon Go when he spotted a Lapras, a rare water-type Pokemon, on his screen back in July. Now, he believed, oh, it must be just down the street, so he jumped into his brother's car and drove almost immediately into a tree. Carey suffered a broken ankle, lacerations to his leg, and never ended up finding that Pokemon, but was otherwise alright. Zachary Carey, his brother, and the car's owner ended up starting a GoFundMe campaign appropriately titled Pokemon Bro Wrecked My Car. Okay, that's clever. Number 5 is a near drowning. Okay, I know the tide's rising and I could die, but I need that Squirtle! On July 29th, 6 teenagers decided to hunt for Pokemon at an abandoned old pier on Burnbeck Island in Somerset, England. The group didn't really care too much about the rapidly rising water that was effectively cutting them off from the mainland because, hey, gotta catch them all! But lucky for them, people saw them and rescue crews were quickly alerted to their presence and helped them to safety before they drowned. The police, who have actually applauded the active lifestyle that the game encourages, was forced to release a statement reminding everyone, actually, I got it right here, Don't be stupid! Oh, sorry, that's not exactly what it said. What it actually said is Pokemon aren't worth your lives, so be careful. Number 6 is wandering into landmines. In some parts of the world, players need not only watch out for Pokestops and gyms, but explosives. In Bosnia, reports have come in that players are ignoring warning signs and wandering into dangerous areas full of live explosives. Authorities actually had to release a statement begging people not to do that. Apparently, landmines left over from the Bosnian War that lasted from 1992 through 1995 riddle a popular forest floor where players can find some rare Pokemon. I don't want to claim Darwinism here or anything like that, but there's a reason that it's not called survival of the dumbest. I'm not suggesting that we kill all the dumb people, but you know, like the meme says, we should just remove all the warning labels and let the problem sort itself out. Number 7 is finding a dead body. So far, these have all been physical dangers, so let's mix it up with a case that is sure to do lasting psychological damage. On July 8th, 19-year-old Shayla Wiggins was playing Pokemon Go in Riverton, Wyoming, when she suddenly came across the dead body of a man. As it turns out, according to the police, the man had accidentally drowned and had washed up, and she was the lucky one to find him. Well, that's a weird-looking Pokemon. But believe it or not, this was not an isolated incident. Since then, 2 more dead bodies have been discovered, with the most recent one being found in San Diego, California. Number 8 is crashing into a police car. In July in Quebec City, a young man and his passenger were playing Pokemon Go while driving, which always ends up with a great result. But no, they didn't hit a tree. Oh no. They hit a police cruiser and sent 2 cops inside of it to the hospital. They ended up reversing their car while playing and crashed directly into the front of the cruiser, who were following them for playing the game. There have been other reported incidents of people hitting police cars, regular cars, and getting slapped with trespassing fines, all to find the rarest of the rare Japanese monsters. Number 9 is wandering onto a highway. This seems like a good idea. Almost immediately after the game was released, 15-year-old Autumn Desiroth of Western Pennsylvania was so excited about the game, she played it non-stop. That is until, as she claims, the game led her onto a busy highway outside of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And then she had to stop. She was stopped by cars. She attempted to cross the street while playing the game and, yes, was struck by a car. Who would have seen that coming? Unbelievably, she only had minor injuries, which her doctors found to be an incredible stroke of luck, considering she was hit by a car on the highway, going really fast. Too many of y'all are tempting fate. And number 10 is death by shooting. Oh yes, Pokemon Go has already claimed its first real-life death. On July 20th, 18-year-old Jerson Lopez de Leon was shot and killed in Guatemala while playing Pokemon Go with his cousin, who, unlike Jerson, actually survived the shooting. On August 6th, 20-year-old Calvin Riley was shot by an unknown assailant while playing the game with a friend in San Francisco, California. But what's most scary about this story is that the gunman apparently had no motive at all to do what he did. And then of course there's the case of the 19-year-old and the 16-year-old who wandered upon a man's property in Flagler County, Florida, who were mistaken for thieves and were approached by the property owner with a handgun. This game, man, I'm telling you, it's gonna cull the herd of stupid people. So that's it, 10 cases of crazy stories that have happened since this game is released, and it's not even done yet. I'm sure more are going to come out after this video is released. However, I want to know from you guys, which one on this list freaks you out the most, and have you ever been in a situation where you've been in danger because of Pokemon Go? Leave a comment below and let me know, and I'll be reading and responding to as many of you as possible. Be safe out there, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.